How's it going out there, folks? The Philosopher's Stone. Back at you with another vid. Sounds funny to say that, but anyway, that's my intro. So, yeah, let's talk about perception filters. Oh, geez, here we go again. What is it now? Hey, man, just trying to help make people aware of what's going on in this reality, because that's all I do, man. I spend all my time dissecting reality and how it works and how to manifest stuff and how just to make life just a little bit better to live in. Obviously, this came through the suffering, the many, many years of suffering I endured. And I found myself just seeking a deeper meaning to life. Pretty much the gist of it. So yeah, man. Perception filters, reality filters, whatever you want to name it, right? So this is the thing that I've learned as of late, that your ego, which is your sense of identification, right, with yourself, right? Your ego is built on your personality, right? Who you believe that you are as this character, as this avatar in this game of life, which has now been said that we do live in some kind of simulation, and that a lot of people who are now awakening from this dream, right? Some people say that it's a lucid dream that we're in, and I'd like to buy into that as well. But I like the theory of the simulation, that we're just like an avatar character in this game of life, this, and that people are starting to awaken to the fact that their character in this game of life is now fully aware that it's a character in this game of life. Get me? So what happens now is that the elite, the people who are on a higher tier of consciousness, have put all these filters over your reality. What does that actually mean then? Well, what that actually means is you got to go way back in time to when you're just a wee little child, and before you were fed all these belief systems through your parents, through your teachers, through your TV programming, through your music, through your movies, telling you who you were supposed to be, right? This is all this programming that you got throughout the years that you didn't realize that you're being programmed, right? Because you just weren't aware enough to understand. So if you go way back into your childhood, right? Before everybody got dumbfounded and so friggin', touchy on people's opinions and views and beliefs on things. And when we would argue and fight as kids, and the next day we were friends again, right? Like, things just didn't stick like they do this day and age, especially with the age of social media and online, what they call keyboard warriors, and everybody's got their opinion on life, right? So you go way back. You take it all away, right? You got a fresh mind. You got a fresh look on reality, and you know nothing, right? Until all this stuff eventually gets accumulated over the years. So what they do is that they try to manipulate your perception by feeding you a bunch of needless jargon that people buy into, that's not necessarily for your highest good. They want to keep you in a fear-based reality, because if they get you in a fear-based reality by manipulating your perception by people who are watching the daily news or the nightly news, and you're getting fed all this programming through the wars and the propaganda and the politics and the politicians, and this is all set up, man. It's all a game. This is all a play on your perception, and people need to be distracted one way or another so they can't fully and truly figure out who they are at a soul purpose, right? Your soul has been fragmented throughout parts of this universe, and it goes so deep because you forget who you are. You forget the power that you have as a person. You forget the ability that you have to create your world and to actually not be a conformist to the matrix programming that it's been designed to take you out of your true self and your authentic self. You're that person who just didn't care, man. As a kid, did you really care what you said to another person? Did you really care if you hurt another person's feelings? You didn't know any better, right? You argued as kids, you fought as kids, you played as kids, you had a good big heart, right? And then that just got smothered, man, through years and years of programming. And people, as they got older, just got freaking really uptight and just with the people that they brought into their life and the things that they seen and the other people's belief systems, and it becomes a huge thing, right? So these reality filters, perception filters, whatever you want to call it, through the ego, through the person that they've led you to believe who you are, through the programming, once you start to peel back the layers of all these filters, it's like, on these social media platforms. And if you don't think we live in some kind of simulation, like, VR land, and you're just not aware of it, that you're into this game, you think about it, man, the filters that you can use on some of these platforms. And, these are obviously just filters to change your look, right? But I'm talking about the filters that they use to actually distract you from your true being, your true authentic self in this life, man. And if you stop and just sit back and actually look at what's going on, instead of being immersed into the program, and pull back and look at things in a higher perspective of what's actually going on, and stop believing all the nonsense, stop believing all the jargon, stop buying into all this crap that you're seeing on TV, man. Like, this is what's throwing many people astray to find their true purpose in life. And, people always want to look to the outside to find their purpose in life, and it's never going to be on the outside, man, because the outside is just a reflection of what's going on the inside. So you have to go within, man, and you have to get in silence, and you have to deprogram, and you have to start peeling away the filters of your perception, the stuff that they fed you to believe that who you are, that you are actually not. And once you can get back to that state of mind, which takes a long time, considering the amount of programming and the amount of years that you've been fed all this jargon through meditation, silencing the mind, that quiet space between thoughts. If you can get there, you're starting to get it. Then at that point, you're starting to understand, and you're not buying into anything anymore, man. And then your sole focus is on your purpose and just becoming a better version of your authentic self, and giving that to the world, to your reality, to your creation, without all the distortion that's being fed to you outside. Distortion inside. Authenticity. It's hard to get out there today, but that's it, man. That's the gist of it. Anyways, I hope that made sense. I didn't really know where I was going with this video. Just took a long walk around the boardwalk. Had to put on the flannel, and it's a chilly one today. So with that being said, hopefully you got some value from that. Thanks for tuning in. Take it easy.